Szeretettel köszöntöm a kedves diákokat, nyelvtanulókat. Mindig mondom, hogy azokat is, akik érettségire készülnek, de azoknak is mindig hasznos lehet egy angol óra, legalábbis igyekszünk úgy összeállítani, akik nem vizsgára készülnek, hanem a való életben akarják megállni a helyüket. A mai órán íráskészségfejlesztéssel fogunk foglalkozni, ugyebár nyilván azért ez leginkább egy vizsgaanyag, de azért mindenkinek hasznos lehet a mai tudásanyag. Úgyhogy nézzük együtt. Writing practice, linking words and paragraphs. Miért választottam ezt a címet? Egyáltalán miért szánunk mi egy egész videót ennek a témának? Nos, a válasz az, hogy bárki, aki elmegy vizsgázni, akár középfokúra, felsőfokúra, bár felsőfokúsok azok már gyakorlottabbak, de aki például az első nyelvvizsgájára készül, vagy érettségi vizsgára, felmerül benne a kérdés, hogy hogyan tud készülni, hogyan írjon még jobb fogalmazást, amivel több pontot tud majd elérni. Egyáltalán milyen szempont alapján fogják értékelni az ő levelét, fogalmazását. Olyanok is vannak, akik már részt vettek egy vizsgán, nem pont úgy sikerült, ahogy szerették volna, és hát érdekelné őket, hogy mégis hol veszített pontot. Nos, erre próbálunk ma választ adni. Ugyebár, ha megnézzük az értékelési szempontokat, a nyelvvizsgánál, érettséginél, mindkettőnél van grammar, vocabulary, hát ezekre azért nagyjából tudjuk a választ. Bár itt is fontos megjegyezni, hogy mindkettőnél nem csak az fontos, hogy helyes írásod jó legyen, ugye bár jó szavakat ismer, hanem hogy arányába véve megfelelő mennyiségű B2-es színvonalú nyelvtant használj egy középfokú nyelvvizsga fogalmazásban, megfelelő arányú legyen a szókincs, tehát a B2-es szókincs egy levélben, nem csak egy-egy ilyen szép kifejezés betűzve, aztán annyi. No de, van nekünk egy olyan szempontrendszerünk, hogy szöveg szerkezete, illetve structure. Erre keressük ma a készülési támpontokat, ezért készül a mai videónk. Ugyebár mi is az a szöveg? A szöveg szerkezete és a structure azt vizsgálja, hogy a szöveged jól van-e megszerkesztve, van-e egy logikus felépítése a szövegednek, hogyan kapcsolódnak egymáshoz a mondatok, hogyan kapcsolódnak egymáshoz a bekezdések, vannak-e egyáltalán bekezdések. Na, ezek nagyon fontos kérdések, és rögtön a kisebbik szerkezeti egységgel fogjuk kezdeni, a mondat kapcsolat, linking words. And let me switch into English because it's way more effective if I teach you in English. Linking words. In other words, we can call them transition words or connective words. They will connect to clauses, okay? I just write on a whiteboard what is clause, right? A clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb, plus some extensions, right? So for example, she lives in Mexico. Now, when you go to a B1 level exam, which is the middle level final exam, at this level, you have to be able to join clauses together in a logical way, and this way you will get compound sentences. Compound or complex sentences. Basically, compound sentences contain two or more clauses, right? So if I give you an example sentence. She lives in, for example, Portugal, because she likes the climate. Good. She lives in Portugal, right? I have a verb, I have a subject, and an extension like an adverb. So this is a clause. And then another clause, she likes the climate, that's the object. And so basically this sentence contains two clauses. This is why this is a compound sentence. If you really want me to say clause is tagmondat, okay? And you understand compound sentences. I'm going to tell you what we are not going to deal with today. It's the relative clause. Although we could, because compound sentences may contain a relative clause, but today we are not going to deal with it because that's a very long topic. We will make another video about that later, okay? Let's focus on linking words. How do we connect clauses? In this example sentence, you see a connection which is because. This is a linking word, okay? Very basic one. If you quickly have to say linking words to me, you will surely mention and, but, so, and because. But these are really basic. And if you go to an exam, and anyway, in real life, it's very useful and highly recommended to learn some synonyms that you can use instead of these words, instead of repeating these linking words all the time, because it doesn't sound nice anyway. Worse still, when some people start a sentence with and or but, and so. This is really awkward, but let me teach you some linking words with which you will be able to start a sentence. So yeah, I just wanted to say these are simplistic. Yeah, I mentioned everything that I wanted to here. So let's see some examples. And is a linking word of adding information. For example, we discussed training, education, and the budget. Very important that in this sentence you don't put a comma before and, when you enlist things. Anyway, this is the same rule in Hungarian. So you enlist different things and the budget, and you don't put comma, okay? Another word, also. Let me just clean the blackboard here, whiteboard, sorry. So, the word also. We don't really start a sentence with also. We also spoke about marketing. So we talked about the training, education, and budget, full stop. We also mentioned or spoke about marketing. Very important, don't start a sentence with this. But another expression, in addition. And you can actually start a sentence with this. So, for example, they opened 2 hotels, full stop. In addition, they opened a new cafe. Okay, as well as. You can use this at the beginning of a sentence or in the middle. Sorry. As well as the coasts, we are concerned by the competition. Or, we are concerned by the competition as well as the coasts. Start with it, or you use it in the middle. Besides is the next one. Besides Rover, we are the largest sports car manufacturers. You can start the sentence with besides, okay? Besides Rover, we are the largest sports car manufacturers. Another word, moreover. You can start a sentence with moreover. For example, texting while driving is dangerous. Moreover, it is illegal in some states. Okay? Let me put it here. Texting while driving is dangerous, full stop. Moreover, it is illegal in some states. It is really nice in an essay. Feel free to use it, but of course you need to practice to use it appropriately. Now, linking words giving a reason. The most basic one is because. But let me show you some synonyms. So because everybody can use it, but there's another word, because of. Be careful with this. I tell you why. Because of can be followed only by a noun, okay? Or a noun phrase, but a noun. Because of the rain, we couldn't go out. The rain is a noun. Due to. Due to is also followed by a noun. Due to. The party was cancelled due to the bad weather. Then there are some other words, and here there is room for some misunderstanding. Since. I know that you know that we use since with the tense of present perfect. And it can be confusing because here we are not dealing with tenses. And we are not dealing with the meaning of since with present perfect means valami óta. So it's a time adverbial. And here, this is a synonym of because. It means here mivel hogy. Let me tell you an example sentence. Since my family moved to a different town, I had to change school. Another word here, as. And I know it has a different meaning, but in this context, when you use it as a linking word, it means the same as since. As the school closed down, I couldn't meet my friends. It's very, very useful to always practice with example sentences. Read them aloud. This will make you remember better. Because actually, it's hard to just study and memorize grammar rules. But if you actually have a look at the example sentences, this will help you to understand the logic better and use them accurately in an essay. Okay, giving a result. So we had because of, and due to, which are followed by a noun, since, and as. And there are many other linking words that could belong to this category, but I'm just focusing on some basic ones. So giving a result. In this case, the most basic one is so. But I really don't like when people start a sentence with so. It's not very nice. But we can use words like therefore. For example, he was injured in a car accident, full stop. Therefore, he couldn't play with the team. But you don't need a full stop. Actually, it can be a whole sentence, but it can be two different sentences as well. He was injured in a car accident. Therefore, he couldn't play with the team. As a result. Example, Jackson misbehaved with his boss. As a result, he lost the job. And you can use as a result and therefore at the beginning of a sentence. Okay, there is another word like consequently. Consequently, he lost his job. Okay? Now, another category, contrasting ideas. And I put here but. We don't start a sentence with but. It's not nice. And it's not correct either. But we can use however. Remember, I'm focusing on written form of communication, okay? However, usually this is used at the beginning of a new sentence, and after however, you need to put a comma here. He works hard. However, he doesn't earn much. He works hard, full stop. However, he doesn't earn much. Although. Okay, although introduces an idea of contrast, just like however anyway. Although it was cold, she went out in shorts. You can start a sentence with although, but the two clauses here are interchangeable, which means I can say she went out in shorts, although it was cold. Although it was cold, she went out in shorts. She went out in shorts, although it was cold. Despite and in spite of. Be careful with these. I put it under. Despite, in spite of. And you use a noun after these linking words, okay? Despite the blizzard, he still went out with the dog. In spite of the blizzard, he went out to walk the dog, okay? But you can also say, despite the fact that the company was doing badly, they took on extra employees. But in that case, you need to add the word the fact. Despite the fact, in spite of the fact that the company was doing badly, they took on extra employees. Don't forget that there must be a contrast between the two sentences. I have seen some students using these nice linking words. The problem was that the two clauses didn't show a contrast. Okay. Nevertheless and nonetheless. And nonetheless. Well, an example sentence. The sea was cold, but he went swimming nevertheless. And an example with nonetheless. The company is doing well, full stop. Nonetheless, they aren't going to expand this year. So you can put them in the beginning of a sentence. Now, there are some linking words which show how two things are different from each other. For example, while, whereas, and unlike. I need to clean it. So, while, whereas, yeah. While my sister has blue eyes, mine are brown, okay? My brother wakes up at 5 a.m. every day, whereas I wake up at 8. So how can you translate these sentences like míg a bátyám 5-kor kell minden nap, addig én 8 órakor. But actually here we are not talking about a duration of time, we are talking about a contrast between the two clauses. Unlike in the UK, the USA has cheap petrol. Unlike. And this means also the difference between the two. Unlike in the UK, not like in the UK. Unlike in the UK, the USA has cheap petrol. Well, this is just an example sentence. Don't tell me that it's not cheap, because I don't know anyway. So there are many other linking words that I could teach you today, but the list is so long that I just simply don't have time, and I really would like to show you how paragraphs work. So what I recommend you to do is to type in, you go online and you type in linking words, and you will find many different websites. Some are for more advanced students, and some websites are for intermediate level students, and that will be really, both are really useful. There are a lot of online exercises that will check the solution immediately, so it's a very good idea to practice that way. So if we are already able to join two clauses and join sentences one to another, then we need to have a good structure of the whole text. And here we get to paragraph. What is a paragraph? I typed in Google, and let me read out the definition I found, because it contains some keywords that could be very helpful later during your preparation. A paragraph is a distinct section of a piece of writing, usually dealing with a single theme. A paragraph is indicated by a new line, okay, or indentation or numbering. You can forget now the numbering because at exams we don't use numbering to separate paragraphs. So keyword, a distinct section. So many times I get essays with the layout of just one big block. And how can I know what you mean? I mean, students just write down everything they want to in one single block. But that's not an organized writing. So basically, you need to divide your writing, and not just in the layout. You start your essay, you write a paragraph, and then you leave out a line, and you start the new one, and then you leave out a line again. And basically, this is a text, and these are the distinct sections. And if you don't want to leave out a line, you just would like to save paper, then indentation, which means you start the next paragraph a little bit further from the margin, like you start here, and then this will be your paragraph. So it has to be indicated in the layout, but also in the content, okay? A different paragraph focuses on a different topic, well, within the writing, like for example, you answer a letter on a problem page of a newspaper, and you mention different point of views, so they will be different paragraphs. So again, it's problematic for me and for, well, it's a problem for examinator teachers as well. Ooh. Yeah, this is my timer. I need to be shorter now. Give me some more minutes, please. Thank you. If you write your ideas randomly, in a random order, we won't be able to distinguish between, we won't find a logical order and connection. So please write about one topic within one paragraph. My tip for you is to write an outline, okay? Of course, an outline is not a draft. These are points, brief ideas. It's like a note, and you will be able to just check your vocabulary and organize your thoughts in your head. The cardinal rule of a paragraph is writing focus on one idea. And unity is very important, and this is when we get to the picture that I wanted to show you about how to write a paragraph. So a paragraph is complete and how to say a nice paragraph if it contains, first of all, one topic sentence and many more supporting sentences. The supporting sentences are connected to the topic sentence. They don't derive from the topic. You don't start to write about one problem and then about a different problem within the same paragraph. With the supporting sentences, you have to refer back to the topic sentence. If we take the example of an essay of 2018 in a letter, one prompt is that you have to write to Benjamin. For example, if you think Benjamin should choose a different career and why not? Guys, this is not just one sentence. Don't just write one sentence, you need a paragraph here. Have a look at the picture. First sentence. I don't think it's a good idea for you to choose a different career. This is our statement. I don't think it's a good idea. And then I write some more topic sentences which support my idea of why it is not a good idea. First of all, it seems to me from your post that you have a real passion for teaching children. If you choose a different job, you would feel frustrated because of giving up your dream. Here, I would like to add one linking word, therefore. Therefore, if I were you, I would try teaching first, see how it works, and would change jobs if I felt like trying something new. So this is just an example how your paragraph might look, okay? And just an example to show you how to use topic sentences and supporting sentences. I hope you could benefit from today's video. I hope you will manage your writing very well. So I wish you good luck with your preparation and see you next time. Goodbye.